So what philosophy will be directing my teaching? Well, I've come across two philosophers recently, Parker Palmer and John Dewey. And I think these are really great for the classroom because I think with John Dewey, you get that really practical application outside of the classroom. But you can also bring that inside the classroom as well. It's very much hands-on learning, learning soft skills, transferable skills, and you're really engaging a lot more with that student and the content and what they're learning. And then you've also got Parker Palmer. And I really like Parker Palmer because that's very much like you've got to be true to yourself. You've got to be authentic as the educator. And it brings in a little bit of fear, especially when you're dealing with kids, because if you're open and honest around kids, oh my god, you're giving them ammo to really have a go at you. But I think it's actually really important because you become very much more distinct to those students, and it's you can create a lovely, engaging classroom environment for them. So why are these philosophies so important? I'd say that when it comes to Parker Palmer, it's really amazing to be able to show that true self and be authentic to the students, because it helps really break down those societal norms and stereotypes in front of those students. As an agent of society, there is a bit of responsibility, especially as an educator, to be able to provide those experiences. Speaking of experiences, with Dewey, students from lower socioeconomic backgrounds may not have as many opportunities on hand for those sort of learning experiences. As such, opportunities for practical learning, such as experiments and work placements, really are a great source of variety for those students who need those experiences, who learn better rather than just a pencil and paper. They learn better from actually being in there and actually learning it themselves. So I'd say that these philosophies are really important, especially around the topics of different religious backgrounds, different gender identities, different sexualities, and different socioeconomic status in households. Look, when looking at Palmer, integrity is a massive factor. You want to be true to who you are as a teacher, and you also want to give that ability to your students. So it's actually really neat because Palmer and the Queensland Teacher's Guide of Ethics actually really line up perfectly with integrity. And when it comes to the Queensland Teacher's Guide for Ethics, it also highlights the need for care and respect, which I really want to be able to provide for my students. Especially considering, I'm going to have to deal with a variety of different students with a variety of different factors and backgrounds. It's going to be amazing, it's going to be a mess, and I'm going to celebrate it all. It's going to be so much fun. So how do I want to implement these philosophies into the classroom? Look, I think it's really important that you be open and honest about the lesson plans and the content with your students. That's where Palmer comes in. I think if you can be open about what you plan on doing with the classroom, and invite students to actually question that as well, that really helps to develop a post-structuralist mindset and develop some critical thinking skills in the students. Additionally, I think along the lines of Dewey, if you can implement games and practical activities into the classroom, it becomes so much more engaging for the students. You don't just have to sit behind a desk. You can be engaged, involved, immersed into those classroom activities and discussions. Really, when you combine these, you can actually start to improve upon yourself. And this is what the Australian Standards of Teachers wants as well, for us to actually reflect and improve upon our teaching. And I feel that over the years, as I get feedback from students and the standards improve as well, and I reflect on those, I think it's going to be a massive improvement overall, and we can just keep improving for each next grade and next generation. Thank you.
Cheese.